Welcome to another Pixel Moment, and in this video I want to talk about the possibilities of what the next Canon EOS R is going to be, or could be. Now, given the time of this recording, the Consumer Electronics Show has just started today, so I think they've only focused on the announcement of the Canon 1DX Mark III, and as a business, that's fine. I can't fault them for focusing on that powerhouse of a camera, even though it is $6,500. That is way above my price range as an enthusiast wanting to become more of a professional photographer. But pretty good specs from what I've seen so far. However, and I also don't want to, I'm not trying to knock the Sony or Nikon or Fuji. They make fantastic products themselves. It's just I have a Canon camera, I have Canon lenses, that's what I got, so that's what I'm focusing on for now. The Canon EOS RS is rumored to what they may be calling it, and this is according to Canon rumors. I want to take a look at the specs of what this could have. 75 megapixel full frame CMOS sensor. Makes sense. 75 megapixels is a lot, but also very good, I think, if you're going to do large prints. So that's something to look out for. Sensor is focused on the dynamic range. I don't know how that will coincide with shooting C-Log, but from what I've seen from the EOS R and previous cameras, nothing to complain about there. Frames per second is rumored to possibly be similar to the EOS R. That's fine. Digic 9 processor, fine. They keep updating it, improving the technology, fine. Dual card slots. Now, that is one of the big selling points. As I've asked some professionals who I've tried to shadow at weddings and events, I said, what is your advice if I'm going to get another upgraded camera from what I'm shooting with already? I said, get something with dual card slots, but get a full frame, obviously, with dual card slots. So joystick the same as the 1DX Mark III. Makes sense. Thank God they are getting rid of that touch bar, because I rented the EOS R for a video for shooting an event. I just found it pointless. If anyone else found it useful, great, that's fine. I didn't. Fully weather sealed, cool. Can shoot out in the rain, even though I really don't want to. I don't like taking that kind of a risk, even though it should be fine. Fully articulating LCD screen, as you do, Canon. And a larger than higher resolution EVF than the EOS R. Okay, cool. Well, it keeps improving. Now, what I'm taking away from these specs, possible specs, hopefully the rumors are true, because I think Canon Rumors is a pretty good site to get a feel for what's coming. And some of the specs on the lenses that they show off, it's something to think about. I think they're pretty good looking. But this is what I'm hoping for. This is what I'm planning on if these specs turn out to be true. Dual card slots, obviously full frame, mirrorless so I can shoot silently, and no touch bar. And whether or not it comes with IBIS, the internal body image stabilization, I think that's what it stands for. If it's not, apologies. But right now, I could take or leave it. I think if it does, then that's a good bonus. It'll help more with indoor shooting, especially with the theater, essentially indoor sports. So any stabilization for that without having the shutter speed cranked up and then having to adjust the exposure later on in post, great. But I can live with that, possibly, especially since they're coming out with so many lenses that have image stabilization in those. So, but dual card slots, full frame, mirrorless, silent. I think it's great. And if the price point is about $3,000, I think that'll be huge for the hobbyists and enthusiasts who are trying to move on up in the photography world, especially with the reports that, you know, camera sales are down, mostly because of cell phones, I think, and, you know, iPhone 11 Pro, S, R, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. Not a big fan of iPhones. I certainly think this will help boost camera sales back up. It'll give Canon a nice big spike in their sales for the cameras, especially at that price point. Maybe up to $3,500. I can see that happening, but that'll be just a little more difficult for me personally to get right off the bat. But I think that's where it's going to go, and we'll probably hear something in February. I think that's what I read that they're planning to announce it in February. You got to have it in time for the Olympics. And I would love to take it to more sporting events if I can get one soon enough. So, don't know when we'll see it. Maybe this summer. Who knows? I mean, I keep checking the website just to see what else is coming. But that's where we are. That's my wish list for 2020. And if all those specs turn out to be true, I am definitely going to use the next birthday and Christmas money for that. So, once again, thank you for your time, and be excellent, and I will see y'all in the next one.